Hello everyone, welcome to this Let's Play of LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga. I am Jackson Tyler, your host from abnormalmapping.com, and yeah, last time we beat episode 1 and I left it on a bit of a cliffhanger. I didn't know if I'd be doing the bonus stuff. I went into the bonus stuff, it's just challenge mode. It was no like extra levels or anything, that's just in the actual bonus area and you have to unlock them. So we're just going to go on to episode 2 this week. As you can see from the time, I tried to go back and do a couple of bonus things in episode 1, but then was like, there's no... Why am I going back and mopping up loose ends until I finish the story? There's no point in that whatsoever, so I will do that after the story is finished. I love the design of these doors, look at them. Look at the like faded numbers there, it's so cool. Okay, well here we go. The designs for each episode's doors are like episode specific, and the ones in episode 1s were like, well, the ones in episode they were that droid ship, I assume. Well, here we go, Bounty Hunter Pursuit. Let's go. Let's play the story. Let's see how this begins here in the LEGO version. I've just come from watching LEGO Star Wars. Not LEGO Star Wars, actual Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. I've just watched it. But I'll talk about it after this here. Title crawl. That is true, that is what happens. So, Attack of the Clones is a weird movie. After the complete critical rejection and essentially failure of Phantom Menace. Oh, here we go. Excuse me, in the movie I think you'll find that Obi Wan jumps out of the window, which is great because he's like, Anakin, listen to me, you need to be more responsive, jumps out of window. Oh, the vehicle section of this game is so bad, I hate them so much. I don't mind the Pod Racer one, I don't mind the one coming up in Revenge of the Sith, but these free roaming ones, oh god, they're terrible. Right. Let's just follow her then. So, when I saw Revenge of the Sith as a... not Revenge of the Sith, when I saw Attack of the Clones as a kid, it was the first Star Wars movie I ever watched. It was in cinemas, and I remember enjoying it. I remember having a good time at the cinema, but I can't... Watching it today, that is a bizarre movie. It is bizarre on so many levels, because it's like... So, as completely messy as press B to fire torpedoes. Where do I get torpedoes from? Do I just carry on? Fine, we're carrying on. I'm just going to ignore this and carry on. For as completely messy as Phantom Menace is, it has like a singular plot. It has... almost has a focus. Oh, shit. Well, that's bad. I'm going to die here over and over again. Yeah, I'm not even going to come close to getting True Jedi. I'm not going to worry. Right, where do I get the thing from? I clearly need the torpedo. Oh, I can shoot them. Okay, I just need to fire, concentrate. I guess I just drove into the wall and that messed me up. Okay. Do I drive over that? No, no idea. I have no idea what I do. This is grand. Okay, so I fly in there. I fly it in there. Oh God, come on. Oh, and that's okay. Now we've got the torpedoes. Yeah, okay, so we're doing this now. I know what to do. So, Attack of the Clones is a strange movie because the Phantom Menace is incredibly unfocused, but it like it has a singular story, which is the story of Naboo and everything. And like, I can conceivably think of a way where I would fix it in one redraft. If you said, "Hey Jackson, rewrite the Phantom Menace and make it good," I could do that for you. Like, I mean, I don't know if I am a good enough writer to actually pull off writing a good script yet, but I know the problems, but I know how I would fix it. You would say, okay, if this is all about them, like this tiny invasion being manipulated from behind the scenes to start this Palpatine's ascent, then you'd want Palpatine to be a more frontal character in it. You'd want the Jedi to be, you want the Qui-Gon and Obi Wan to have more of a bond, and you want Anakin to like do more and stuff. So like, I would have the basic idea of how to go about fixing that movie, but I would have no idea how to make Attack of the Clones into a good movie, because it's like 6 different movies and none of them are good. Well, some of them are. Like, it's Obi Wan Space Cop, and that stuff is fantastically dumb. Because, like, the movie begins with the bodyguard for Padme, which I'm fairly sure is the same person who, like, was originally the Queen. Come on. Yeah, fairly sure it was the same person who was originally the Queen, and she gets blown up, and so there's like, okay, there's a bunch of assassins targeting you, we need to help you out, we need to protect you. And then they go on this chase here with Zam someone, and find out, like, when Jango Fett kills her, and he, like, Obi-Wan gets the dart, and they trace the dart back to Camino, and he finds the clone army, and they go, I guess we'll keep this clone army. But it's like, the mystery is about characters we've never met. It's got cool moments like the Jedi Archive, when he goes into the archive and he realizes that the planet should be there, and Yoda's like, you should just go to the planet anyway, someone's deleted it, and it has to have been a Jedi. But the Jedi who deleted it is like some unknown character who has never appeared on screen once in a Star Wars movie. Like, I assume, like, when I first saw it, I thought it was Count Dooku who did the clone army stuff, because he was originally a Jedi, but maybe he didn't, I don't know. None of that, maybe I missed that this time, but it was strange. It was like such, and then like on top of that, you have all the stuff going on with Anakin and Padme, and they're all getting together. But while they're getting together, he's also like killing his like he's like, oh, my mum's dying, I need to go back and save my mother, and he can't, and then he kills all the Tusken Raiders, and that's treated as a big tragic moment, even though it falls completely flat, because like there's no investment in Anakin as not being bad. It's not built up to be like you know he's going to be Darth Vader, so when he makes a decision, it's not like this big tragic moment like they play it as. Like, when I think of a moment like that, I think of Avatar: The Last Airbender. There's a moment in that. So spoilers for that if you haven't watched it. Skip ahead like 30 seconds because I'm going to talk about that. But the end of Season 2 is one of the most draining moments in anything that I've ever seen in a television show. Where the hell do I get? Do I just have to break that one? I'm trapped. Great. This is more. Cool. And it works because unlike so what happens in there is Zuko, who's one of the main characters of the whole show, who's been the bad guy this whole time. You've been learning about his conflicts. You've been learning about like what drives him and why he's on the evil side and what have you, because that show's also set in the Chosen One universe of good and evil, but it does things with that like it does things with that setting. It like uses that to make a point, which unsurprisingly is the point that you can choose to be good because it's a kids show and it does a lot of that. And the end of season 2 is the moment where it's been built up that he will finally like do the good thing and save the good guys and everyone's be friends and everything. But he doesn't. He turns on his friend. He turns on Aang, who's the main character, at the last moment, and just destroys him. And it's this real heartbreaking moment of you actually had faith that this guy could be more than this. Oh, come on. This is a terrible boss fight. But in Attack of the Clones, all it is, oh, I guess he killed those guys because he was angry. And then it's in the middle of the love triangle, so he goes back to her and he's like, I murdered all these people, Padme. Murdered them, and the women and children. I murdered all of them, murdered everyone. And she's like, well, that's okay, everyone gets angry. And it can't even hold together the barest ideas of the love triangle it's trying to have on its own terms. Like, it can't have them on normal terms, but even on its own terms it can't keep that working. And it's so sad, because the film could work, but it just decides not to. And I've barely even got to the bottom of why that thing is done. So I guess I'll talk about it more next time, but it's a bewildering film. It's bewildering. Even though it is on some level more competent than The Phantom Menace. Like, the movie sets up character arcs in a way that Phantom Menace definitely does not. Like, it, what does it do? Like, Obi Wan and Anakin have a conversation early on in the movie, and he says, "You're too irresponsible." And Anakin's like, "You're holding me back," and it sets up relationships that will then develop. It actively does that, but in doing it in such a like ham-fisted way, it kind of undoes any good work you could do by setting those up. It let these relationships unfold naturally in any way, shape, or form, and it's shocking. And one thing before this video ends, I just want to mention that Coruscant looks like an FMV game. Like, the composition on the blue screen is so atrociously bad. Like, at least Phantom Menace looks okay, because it was just before they could really justify doing like all CG all the time. So they're only on Coruscant for a bit. Naboo's got sets. The pod race has a bunch of practical effects. The Yoda's a puppet. It's very different to Attack of the Clones, where in Coruscant they didn't even build the rooms. Like, it's outside of the window, everything is you know, like CGI map painting thing, whatever, but they didn't even build the rooms. The sets they're on are half digital, and it just looks like a fan film. It's terrible. It's honestly hard to believe watching it now, but yeah. That was chapter 1 of the Attack of the Clones. It wasn't really short because it's a vehicle chapter. Vehicle chapters are always super short. But next time we'll be going to Kamino with Obi Wan and his droid R4P17. I know all the names. I guess I'll keep talking about the movie and everything that's weird about it. And I'll probably talk about Star Wars lore as well. I don't know. But thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And I'll be back next time with more Star Wars. Yeah. Goodbye.